Hello, everybody. My name is Christina Levitis. I'm here with Dr. K, and we are excited to announce the RSNA Spotlight course, Expert Insights on Emergency and Abdominopelvic Imaging.
In Istanbul, Türkiye.
So we're both gonna introduce ourselves. We're gonna start with Dr. K.
Thank you, Chrissy. This is Muşturay Karşıaltıncaba. I'm a professor of radiology at the Hacettepe University Hospitals in Ankara, Turkey. I did my fellowship in Milwaukee at the Medical College of Wisconsin. Right now, I'm working as an abdominal and cardiovascular imaging radiologist, but my area of expertise is liver imaging. I love teaching and giving lectures.
Fantastic. My name is Christina Levitis. I'm an associate professor at Boston University, Boston Medical Center. I completed a fellowship in abdominal imaging at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in Boston. And in my current role, I am an abdominal imager as well as an emergency radiologist. My areas of expertise are in both of those domains. And most of my clinical research is focused on emergency radiology. So we're now going to turn to the curriculum, what to expect when you join us in Istanbul.
Yeah, the first day would be the start, and we're going to start the first day with an AI breakfast with Professor Errol Çolak. He will give practical tips for AI applications in abdominal and emergency radiology. And then I will start with liver. I'll be talking on LIRADS, its pitfalls, tips and tricks, and multiparametric imaging within the scope of diffuse liver disease. And then we'll see some really interesting but radiologically diagnosable pathologies. So the next time you see those rare pathologies, you would be able to diagnose them. And in the next session, we'll have MRCP by Professor Soto from Boston, and he's an RSNA board member. And also Professor Melnick from Mallinckrodt will be giving lectures on spleen and pancreas. And in the afternoon session, we'll have first prostate, and the lectures would be given by Professor Anwar Padani and Professor Harry Turney from England and Switzerland, respectively. They were both authors of the initial PIRADS article. And lastly, the Society of Turkish Radiology's president, Professor Akata, she's a US fellowship trained radiologist, and she'll be talking about ORAD and interesting gynecological cases and the clinical importance of imaging with regard to interesting cases. So, Chrissy, do you want to talk about the second day?
Absolutely. So on the Sunday, we're going to focus on emergency radiology and trauma topics. We have 4 speakers in the lineup. They include Dr. Jen Ueda from Mass General Brigham here in Boston. She's going to be speaking on topics including multi-energy CT, the imaging of the pregnant patient, penile and scrotal emergencies, as well as unusual renal and ureteral emergencies. Dr. Soto will be taking the stage as well on Sunday. As we've mentioned, he's a professor of radiology at Boston Medical Center, and he's on the board of RSNA, as we mentioned. He's the liaison for international affairs. So the topics that Dr. Soto is going to be covering include small bowel obstruction and ischemia. He's going to be talking on CT and MR of Crohn's disease and finishing out with GI bleeding. He's an expert in all of these topics. Our other speaker on Sunday is Dr. Vincent Melnick, who Dr. K has mentioned already. He's a professor of radiology at Mallinckrodt Institute at Washington University in St. Louis. He's going to be taking the stage and speaking about gynecologic emergencies, postoperative complications of bariatric surgery, as well as bowel and mesenteric injury. I will also be speaking on Sunday on several topics, including the use of MR in the ER, splenic and hepatobiliary trauma, pancreatic trauma, and I'm going to finish out our Sunday with an interactive unknown trauma emergency radiology case conference. On the RSNA course side, I'm really excited to have an intimate setting where we can network, ask questions, exchange ideas among radiologists from around the world. Dr. K and I were just reviewing the registration to date. And Dr. K, could you remind me how many countries will be in attendance at our meeting?
So far, more than almost like 20 and from 5 continents. So we're really glad to have a global coverage.
Global community convening. I find I learn the most at these smaller conferences where I get a chance to discuss with other radiologists, the speakers who are at the same coffee station as me. So we're excited to offer this course, the Expert Insights on Emergency and Abdominopelvic Imaging. It's an RSNA Spotlight course. We have 12.5 CME credits available. We hope that you'll join us where Europe meets Asia in Istanbul. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to customer service at rsna.org. Dr. K and I are excited to meet with you, to learn from you, and to share our knowledge as well as the knowledge of our expert panel. So yes. Look forward to seeing you in Istanbul.
We wait you.